This morning, after Rupert Murdoch referred to David Cameron's son as retarded, I want to know if his age, he's 81, is any excuse for such a terrible choice of word. Plus, can a woman be too clever for kids? We're charging 50 quid for a packet of fags make you quit. That's what they're thinking down under. And which side's my good side? It's the right stuff. Good morning, thank you very much. Welcome to Thursday's show. I'm Matthew Wright. It's the 26th of April and we're going to start today with a little bit of magic. Have a look at this. The yo-yo whiz, known only as Mr. Black, makes it look easy, doesn't he? So easily, a totally untrained, unrehearsed, but mustard-keen panellist could do it right here, live on The Right Stuff. There's only one way to find out. First up, contestant number one, Tracy Ann Overman. Go on, then.
What?
I'll do that.
I've just arrived.
Can we show it again for Tracy Ann in slow-mo? Have another look at this. There you go.
Does that mean I've got to go around the front, or do I do it from...
You just give it a go. I'll be honest. It's not set up... Oh, okay.
Am I standing?
Yeah, however you like.
All my years as yo-yo championship of Stanmore.
Well, you were yo-yo...
No, of course I... Is the idea that I'm aiming it like Skittles? From
my point of view, it's to make you look like fools, but the idea is to try and pull the napkin, smash yeah.
Go on, Trace.
Happy? Did I fulfil the brief?
Oh, fantastic. Now, can Anthony Costa do any better, or will he be left feeling blue? Anthony Costa is taking it very seriously.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Give me another go. Do it again. That's actually pretty good. Because if I'm honest, it's not set up right. Okay? It's set up for television. Now, our special guest this morning is pure magic, as every home and away fan knows. A warm British welcome for the fabulous Lisa Gormley. So,
go on, Lisa.
Okay, I have to do it for the Aussies here. I'm going to just take my own spin on this and see if it works.
Do it as well.
It's like Shane Warne, you know, you think it's going to do the job, but it does something else. Excellent. Well, there we go. Yeah, you don't get that on Jeremy Kyle. Now, Lisa's played Foxy Bianca Scott for 2 years now, and what a swell time she's had. The story so far, she's preggers by bad boy Liam, alias Wright Stuff favourite, Axel, while on a break from Liam before they got spliced. But it seems deep down she wants to work with husband. We've got words missing here. This doesn't make any sense at all. Pregnant by Heath, married to Liam, it doesn't make any sense at all. Who are you going to choose?
Well, you know, I'm thinking of going both of them. Oh, no, that's just Lisa. No, Bianca has made the choice. She's married the one she loves, but unfortunately, yeah, carrying someone else's child, as you do.
Yeah, well, I guess you do. We certainly do it in this country. It's relatively commonplace. So anyway, it's a fascinating love triangle, and we've got Bianca here, hoping to make things clear to both of them last week.
I have an idea.
Does it involve stealing my breakfast?
Well, it does now. But seeing as you have the day off, how about I call Gina, get some time off, and we could spend some time together? You know, have some fun. I think I remember what that concept is.
I think I've got some vague idea too.
Should I call Gina?
What a good idea.
I asked you if the baby was mine and you said no.
I didn't know then.
So how long have you known?
Does it matter? Okay, you don't want this baby here. You were relieved when you thought it wasn't yours.
Were you ever going to tell me?
No.
But I am the father.
You can't be part of this, okay? You can't.
You've got no right to shut me up.
Poor old Heath. Poor old Heath.
Oops.
Yeah, she is a fickle chick, though. We have a sneak peek of what happens to Heath in 2 weeks' time.
You're carrying my baby.
That hasn't exactly escaped my attention.
Okay. So let's deal with it.
What exactly did you have in mind?
We should be together.
I'm married.
So did you? Whatever you want me to do to make this work.
I was just thinking about how beautiful, how lucky you are to be out there by the surf in the glorious sunshine.
So cold.
Come on.
You don't see the cut when they run in with like the jackets and the hot water bottles, and I was like, I hate my job.
So Nemo Heath, who's she going to pick, or is it? I mean, do you know?
I do, because we're about 5 months ahead now. But I had some pretty big decisions coming up for Liam and Bianca. It's pretty sad. But, you know, you never know. Heath might be there to pick up the pieces.
So what brings you to this fine country of ours during what is, as you can plainly see, the most magnificent summer we've had for ages? There is a drought going on.
I was leaving and my boyfriend said to me, he goes, oh, it's fine, the weather will be the same as it is here. You know what? And he was right, actually. It's horrible weather in Sydney. I'm here for the Soap Awards, presenting for... I think we're doing the Best Soap Exit at the British Soap Awards on Saturday night, and just some publicity for the show with Lynn McGranger.
Normally, when someone comes from down under, from a soap to here, it is invariably to launch a pop career.
Oh, no.
No?
No.
No?
No. A panto career, maybe.
Oh, no,
anyone out there? Maybe.
Really? So you're no interest in the singing thing at all?
I love singing, but I'm much more musical theatre way rather than... absolutely, jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
You wouldn't pick that from Bianca, but I love the cheese.
OK, good for you, good for you. We've had a fair few Australians coming over because we had Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Yeah,
and we've had a fair
over.
few travellers coming over for that. Now, any questions from the panel?
Yeah, so Lisa, tell me, is the Aussie accent fake?
Eh?
My Aussie accent?
Yeah.
No, but when I come over here, it disappears.
You're a Bradford lass, though, aren't you?
Yeah. And then when I hang out with my parents, the Bradford comes out.
Do your Bradford.
Come on, do Bradford.
What you doing? Yeah. Come here.
I find it fascinating, because so how old were you when you moved down under?
3.
OK, because my sister moved to America 18 years ago, and her kids still have. I mean, one of them was born in America, but because they've got the English accents of mum and dad around, they speak sort of mainly English with a hint of Texan.
Oh, it absolutely depends. Oh, that's brilliant. That's a great accent.
It's quite odd. How do you do? Are you all having a nice time?
Fun.
Yeah. Would you be so kind as to pass that water, please? The water? I can't even do it. No, Tracy,
Bianca's a teacher, isn't she? Was she? She's a French teacher, Italian teacher?
Yeah, apparently. She hasn't done much teaching recently.
Can you speak those languages?
No, not at all. But I was so excited about learning Italian when I started. But we did about 2 weeks worth of episodes, and they realised that they had to get a tutor in to teach us, and it was all just a bit epic. So, yeah, we slowly phased that out.
Do you speak any languages?
No,
other than Bradford?
I'd love to. I'm a great mimic, so I can mimic people when they speak some things, but I don't understand what I'm saying.
OK, now I told you you also worked as a trolley dolly, an air stewardess.
I did.
Is that right as well?
Yeah, for Qantas out of Heathrow for 2 years.
Really? So is it quite nice being a customer now instead of having to look after them?
You know what? This is the first time I've ever flown business, and we got to the desk in Sydney, and they told us we'd been upgraded to first class, and I cried. It had been I'd been filming since 5 o'clock that morning, and it was like 9:30 at night, and they said, so Etihad, beautiful airline, thank you, upgraded us to first, and I went, and it was the most amazing experience. I slept more than I think I've ever slept on a flight.
Did you get a butler? Because I know they do that on some airlines. You get your own personal butler.
I felt really bad. I felt, because I know what a pain it is, customers asking for stuff. So I was like, please don't. But I did. I made the most of it.
Now, I also told you can do hip-hop dancing, is that right?
Oh, I don't know if I can do hip-hop dancing. I'm a great mimic.
Do it.
Can you do hip-hop dancing, Anthony, or not?
No, I can do Greek dancing.
You can do Greek?
Really?
You can't bust us any street moves, then?
That's very good.
It's rubbish, actually.
Just do the... Oh, no. See?
OK, no.
I missed that.
No, wait. Go on, Trace.
I'm with you, Tracy. Yeah. Now, enough of this nonsense. Let's tell you about this morning show. We've got some cracking talking points for you this morning. First up, I'm asking if you can forgive Rupert Murdoch for describing David Cameron's son, Ivan, as a retard yesterday, because Murdoch is 81. Or should the media baron know better? After all, his paper, The Sun, is all too quick to condemn anyone else who uses the word. And I'm pretty sure the billionaire wouldn't use the N-word to describe black people. Shouldn't those with learning difficulties expect the same degree of sensitivity when it comes to them? So we'll take plenty of calls on that before it's over to Lisa for the rest of the day's headlines. And then we're asking if some women are simply too smart to have kids. Antiques Uncovered star Dr. Lucy Worsley claims she's been educated out of having children. Her massive... Sorry, you're just choking there, Tracy Ann. Her massive brain thirsts instead for more exciting activities than nappies and breastfeeding. Things like travel and learning stuff. Too clever for kids? How does that make you breeders feel? Like a bunch of dimwits, presumably, Tracy Ann. Moving on, if cigarettes were £50 a pack, would you then pack it in? They are thinking of charging just that for a pack of 20 ciggies in New Zealand, where they intend to wipe out smoking by the year 2025. And I just wondered if that kind of price could work here. And then finally, which side is your best side? Scientists say it's the left-hand side of your face. For reasons I'll explain later, I just wondered if you go along with that. Personally, I don't think either side is particularly good. What about you, Kirsty?
Probably the back. No, it would be it's definitely my left.
Why do you say that?
I just think it's more developed. I think it's more developed.
Can I ask, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
OK. I'll explain why later on. Yeah.
Good morning. The number to call this morning if you want to contact us is 0207.
It is more developed. The left-hand side of your face, the smile, it curls round.
Oh,
yes,
no,
the right-hand
got
side
wonky teeth
is underdeveloped.
At the side. Don't look! 173 5555. Calls will set you back a maximum of 10 pence a minute, and that's based on a BT landline call, so mobile phone charges and other networks may vary. You can email us wrightstuff@channel5.com, and if you'd like to send us a text, number is 80088. Text will cost 25 pence plus your standard network charge. Not all messages will be shown on screen, and always remember to put TWS before your comments. And if you're on Twitter, get tweeting at 5WrightStuff.
Thanks, Kirsty. After the break, though, we're going to find out if you can forgive Rupert Murdoch for describing David Cameron's son, Ivan, as a retard. Is Murdoch's age? He's 81. Any excuse? 0207 173 5555. That's the number you need. It's the panel's thoughts next.
According to one survey, what's the most offensive term to describe someone with learning difficulties? Mong, retard or spaz? Find out after the break. So according to one survey, what's the most offensive term to describe someone with learning difficulties? The answer is retard.
Sorry, Tracy, you're going to say something?
They all seem hideous. They're all really...
Yeah.
How do you quantify which is more offensive?
Anyway, welcome back. You're watching Thursday's Right Stuff. We're live on Channel 5 with Tracy Ann Owen, Anthony Costa and Home and Away's Lisa Gormley. Lisa's going to have the rest of the headlines for you shortly, but first, should you forgive Rupert Murdoch for his astonishing retard comment yesterday? 0207 173 5555 is the number you need. It happened as the ageing media baron addressed the Leveson inquiry into newspaper sleaze. Murdoch describing one of his many meetings with PM David Cameron. This one, an informal summer picnic attended by Cameron's late son, Ivan, who suffered with severe epilepsy and cerebral palsy.
I first met him once, maybe even twice, at family picnics at my at weekends at my daughter's house in the grounds of Blenheim Castle, where he came with his family. And we were overrun by children. There were no politics. But I was extremely impressed at the kindness and feeling he showed to his children, and particularly to his retarded son. I mean, I came away talking about that's what a good family man.
Anyway, Murdoch, I think, got off lightly as far as press coverage is concerned today. Not one word about the retard comment appeared in his newspaper, The Sun. The Daily Express, though, did report it. Clearly, Rupert didn't mean it in a nasty way. In fact, he was praising David Cameron's kindness to Ivan. But what if he had innocently gone to his Savile Row tailor and asked for a suit in a fetching shade of N-word brown? You know, would that be an excuse, just as my grandma did not so long ago? Learning disabilities charities like MenCap are nevertheless critical of the billionaire's choice of language, and no wonder. Retard, as we heard, is listed as the most offensive term to people with learning difficulties, has been for more than 10 years. The word itself has been out of favour for more than 20. Now, true, it may have been in common usage when Rupert was a boy back in the early part of the last century, but can he use his 81 years as an excuse when he's a media baron, you know, whose newspapers are very often quick to criticise others for their choice of language, regardless of any intent to offend? You've got footballer Joey Barton, comic Frankie Boyle and cuddly Eamon Holmes have all been slagged in his papers for using the word, but not one word in today's Sun about Rupert's gaffe. How curious. Tracy Ann, can you forgive and forget? Should you forgive and forget?
There are so many other things I would get Murdoch on before this one, personally.
Well, yeah.
This just is at the very bottom end of hopefully what he's going to have to
There's
atone
a lovely opportunity
for
for double standards and rank
Yes,
hypocrisy.
and I was going to say, actually, my first instinct was he's an 80-year-old man, he was under pressure, he probably wasn't even thinking of the vernacular, and when we use words, often it's the meaning behind the words, so that if we say N Brown and we're 80 or 90 years old, somehow we don't make the connection that that is a racist or offensive comment. But then you're absolutely right, this is a man that is in the media. He knows absolutely.
He owns the media.
He owns the media, and he should take responsibility for that. He also, this is not a simple old grandpa who's had to go in and speak in public. This is a man who's been prepped. This is a man who's, you know, he's very, very savvy, and he's very media savvy. So I was surprised that he used that word. But like I say, I think this is the least of his crimes in this present moment.
Then you could argue, though, I suppose, that if he hasn't got the mental acuity to recognise that that was the wrong choice of word at the wrong time, as far as I know, he hasn't apologised for it yet, then should he actually be in charge of a multi-billion-pound media empire where standards, as far as taste go, are paramount and being criticised at all levels?
I mean, how in charge was he? I mean, was he sort of acting head but had taken an enormous back seat on
He's taken a back seat as far as the UK operation is concerned, but he pulls the strings globally.
But in a financial way or in another way?
Financial way, but he's ultimately, he is the boss, isn't he?
Well, if he's ultimately got to take responsibility, then presumably, and we're going to segue, Jeremy Hunt will have to take responsibility as being the boss of his department. I mean, maybe if the buck lays with the boss, that should run through every area of this country.
What about you?